Hello, I'm Lowell with GamerGuides.com, and I went through the trouble of unlocking all 22 characters in Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition for this video. So you may be aware that the Definitive Edition introduces 4 new playable characters to the massive roster: Neilnail, Liesel, Jiarg, and Al. If you're looking for how to recruit those characters specifically, check the video description for timestamps. Most characters require you to clear a certain chapter of the main story before their associated affinity mission unlocks. Affinity missions aren't usually hard to complete. Use your follow ball if you get lost. So I haven't gone into great depth on how to complete them. However, for Mia, the second to last character you can recruit and by far the hardest, I've provided a step-by-step guide for doing so. With that said, let's take a look at unlocking each character in the order they appear in on the active members menu. Elma wakes you up right at the beginning of the game and stays with you until the very end. Lynn joins after Chapter 1, right after arriving in New LA. Irina, Gwin, and Doug all join you after completing Chapter 3. Hope, despite being 5th on this list, can't join you until you reach level 21, as she's gated behind the Hope Springs Eternal affinity mission found near the Cathedral in New LA. You need to also accept the Marry Me basic mission from the Mission Control Terminal to start this quest. You'll unlock HB after completing Chapter 3, and the A New Rival affinity mission, found in the Blade Concourse area. The latter has a level 12 requirement. Yelv also becomes recruitable after completing Chapter 3. However, his affinity mission requires level 14. You'll find him hanging out in the alleyways of the commercial district. Lao joins up automatically at the beginning of Chapter 4 as you head into Noctilum. The wannabe Twi'lek, L, joins after completing Chapter 4. To get Fire, you have to meet him for a drink at nighttime in the commercial district of New LA. His affinity mission has a level 19 requirement and unlocks after Chapter 4. Likewise, Fire's brother Phog also becomes available right after Chapter 4. His quest, however, only has a level 13 requirement. You need to also accept the Backup Request basic mission at the Mission Control Terminal. You can also recruit Alexa after Chapter 4. Her affinity mission has a level 17 requirement, and you must accept the Guinea Pigs Wanted basic mission beforehand. The delightfully named Murderess becomes available after completing Chapter 5. Her affinity mission has a level 22 requirement and is called My Dream. You'll find it in the restricted hangar beneath Armorer's Alley. Boze also becomes recruitable after Chapter 5. Accept the Backup Request mission from the Mission Control Terminal, and then speak to him near the East Gate to begin the Mad Monk quest. Neilnail is the first new character you'll get to recruit. Her affinity mission has a level 21 requirement and unlocks after Chapter 5. It's called the Clurian Archaeologist. You'll find it in the Blade Concourse area. Next up is another new character that comes paired with a brand new skill, Liesel. You'll have to complete Chapter 6 before the affinity mission titled New Skill on the Block appears in the Blade Barracks. It has a level 24 requirement. Old Man Nagi decides to join the adventure with you after you finish Chapter 8. You have to clear his level 32 affinity mission, Nagi's Time, which you can find in the Blade Barracks. Celica is a bit more complicated to unlock. An affinity mission called Manhunt will become available after Chapter 8 and requires level 33. Finish that mission, then continue on your merry way until you clear Chapter 9. You'll then find a level 44 affinity mission called New in New LA in the Industrial District. Complete it to add Celica, but not her massive friend, to your roster. Despite featuring prominently in the Wii U version, Incineroar lookalike Jiarg didn't join your party. Well, now he does if you clear 2 affinity missions. The first is titled Prospective Partners, which requires a total Mira survey rate of 20%, level 34, and Chapter 9 completed in order to find it in the Blade Barracks. The second is titled A Challenger Approaches, also found in the Blade Barracks. It requires you to finish Prospective Partners and Chapter 10. Furthermore, you need level 42. With the Challenger Approaches finished, Incineroar, Jiarg, joins your gang. Okay, so we're going to talk about Mia, one of the best characters in the game, but also by far the hardest to get. I didn't actually unlock Mia yet because she requires a Coldro survey rate of 65%, and I wanted to get this video out as quickly as possible. However, I've included every step needed for you to do so as it's unchanged from the Wii U version. To unlock Mia, you have to complete 5 different normal missions for her. The problem is they don't appear on the map unless you're near her and after specific chapters. Here they are in order of appearance. The first mission unlocks after Chapter 3 and is called Mamma Mia. You'll find Mia hanging out behind Armorer's Alley, directly above the restricted hangar. You'll next find Mia after Chapter 5 in the Skybound Coil Tree in Noctilum, east of FN Site 216 and slightly northwest of FN Site 225. She'll give you a mission called Adventure. Next, clear Chapter 6, then head out to the Leaning Ring in Oblivia, directly southwest of FN Site 313. Run up the massive ring to grab the Mighty Mia mission. After Chapter 9 and when you unlock Skell Flight Mode, head on over to the Cleansing Spring in Sylvalum, found just southeast of FN Site 417. Mia is hanging out there and will award you the quest It's a Mia. And the last mission, Mia is Missing, isn't available until after Chapter 11, right near the end of the game. However, you have to complete the Definian Downfall normal mission in order to reach her, which in turn requires 3 other mission chains to unlock. Yes, really. Here's a quick overview. Complete Mystery Man, which unlocks after Chapter 5, and Professor B's Return, which unlocks after Chapter 7. Both are found at Professor B's lab near the West Gate. Then, complete Alienation, Shotgun Diplomacy, The Line of Fire, and Alex's Last Stand, which unlock after Chapter 7, Chapter 8, Chapter 9, and Chapter 10 respectively. Alienation is found in the Commercial District, while the other 3 begin in the Residential District. Now you're going to help out some Manon. Complete Water Woes, Miracle Worker, and Rites of Ruin. Water Woes is found after completing Chapter 5 near the water purification plant north of the Residential District. The Miracle Maker and Rites of Ruin are found near the Cathedral and unlock after Chapter 6 and Chapter 8 respectively. Next, speak to this woman called Ciriella if you haven't already to unlock the Attack on Biano Hills normal mission. You'll find her near the East Gate, and the mission will appear near the Blade Tower if you finish Chapter 7. All of the above missions, plus finishing Chapter 10, are required to access the Good Fortune normal mission. You'll find this one just southwest of the West Gate fast travel point. Complete it to unlock the Definian Downfall normal mission, found in the Commercial District after clearing Chapter 11. You've gone through all this work because Definian Downfall gets you into the Ganglion Antropolis where Mia is hiding, found just north of FN Site 505 in Cauldros. You can see a little cave entrance along the edge of the lava field. With Definian Downfall accepted, you can clear the barriers blocking the way. There's 3 more barriers you need to overcome by finding keys within. The first one is to the left of the entrance here, marked by a glowing red item. Jump up the rocks here to reach it. The next key is found on a Definian clone in this area to the right of the entrance. Kill them till you loot one. The final key is another red item located down the crack in the wall here. There's a massive aggressive enemy in the middle, so be careful as you grab it to the left. With all 3 keys, you can head through the barriers. Hang a left down this small tunnel, and then a left again into a room with a single Definian clone and a bunch of livestock. Mia is trapped within the alien crate here. If you have 65% of Cauldros explored, unlike me, it'll trigger a cutscene and grant you the final Mia is Missing normal mission. After completing it, she'll join your crew. Do note that you may have to complete the Definian Downfall mission entirely by taking on the Rexoskell boss for the cutscene with Mia to trigger. Good luck, as Rexoskell is a bit more difficult than the final boss. Okay, the last character, but certainly not least, is a new one called Al. He joins up after completing the first act of the Definitive Edition's brand new Chapter 13. He helps tie Xenoblade X into other Xenoblade games, albeit loosely, but I won't spoil anything more than that. And that is every single character in Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition unlocked. I'm definitely never doing that again. If you found this video at all helpful, give it a like and maybe subscribe to GamerGuides.com so we can continue fulfilling all your gaming needs.